everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making some pasta, seafood pasta with chicken and tomato paste. I've got all of my ingredients here. There's cheese, prawns, some chicken, salt, spinach, some chilies, seafood highlighter, pasta. I've got 2 kinds. Some red chili powder, some extra hot chili sauce, 2 tomatoes, kind of soft, so you can quickly, cream, some tomato and basil pasta sauce, some harissa paste, some garlic minced. You can put fresh garlic as well, it cannot be stuffed, half an onion, and some mushrooms. So for now I'm just gonna quickly cut what I've not cut, which is the mushrooms and the onions. And yeah, now that I've washed my veggies, I'm going to be cutting them, but first I just want to show you can put this much water and you can just turn on your gas so the water can kind of boil till you cut the other stuff, and then you can put your pasta in. My veggies and putting them in whatever I can find. You don't have to, guys, make it perfect, but to make it good, if you have all these ingredients, there will be wonders. I don't need anyone telling me your hands are open or you're not wearing gloves, because this is just for me and my family, and I've washed my hands as well, so my hands are clean. And I've also heard that it's actually better for you to use your hands than to use use gloves, because actually gloves catch a lot of bacteria. So yeah, so now I'm gonna cut my mushrooms as well. Put them in the onions or no? No, I think I'll put them in a separate little container. Don't cut your mushrooms too small, because mushrooms do tend to go smaller once they're cooked. So you will not really taste the mushrooms if you make them too small. So I like to cut them like that. I don't know if you guys can see. I actually got the stuff like a while ago and I was like, I'm gonna make it, and then I never got the time. I'm not gonna use all these mushrooms, there's actually a lot. So let's just see how much I can fit in here. Oh God. The mushroom is a bit wet. Washed it too much. Just one more. Yeah, I think that is enough. I don't like the bottom bit, so I'm gonna chuck these. While I'm cutting the tomatoes and the chili, I've also already put the onions in a pan with olive oil. So it's just gonna cook till we cut the tomatoes, and then we put the tomatoes in there as well. So just diced is pretty good. You can cut 1, you can cut 2 tomatoes, up to you. I think tomatoes are just good because it makes it more juicy. So if you like juicy, tomatoes are good. Pasta. Juicy pasta, I think we all like juicy stuff. Look how much juice is coming out of this tomato. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a lot of juice in this tomato. So it's better if the tomatoes are a little bit ripe, not too much, just like a little bit. I know a lot of people tend to take the front of the tomato off. You don't really need to, it cooks anyways. It's not like it's going to be hard or anything. Also, I'm going to put my tomatoes in a little bowl over here, like so. And I'm going to cut my chilies. I don't need to wash it because they're both veggies, so it doesn't really matter. Chilies you can put in with the tomatoes, because chilies you can put in at any time. I can even put it in right now if I want to. But I'm just going to wait a little bit for the onions to brown, and then I will be putting my chilies in. Make sure with the chilies you cut them very small, because they do tend to get hot, especially these chilies. They're very, very hot. So if it goes in someone's mouth, they're not like, well, I know like some people like me, they eat chili, but once it gets too hot, they can't. So if it's like a person like that, they'll be like, what was that? Put this in. Put this in the bin. So we don't want the stems. Like that. Put it on here. I'm going to check on my onions and see if they're brown. If they're brown, I'm going to put my tomatoes in as well. My tomatoes have softened, my onions and chili, they're all kind of cooked and sauteed. I'm going to put this pasta and some of this pasta in my boiling water for it to boil. And then once my tomatoes and stuff are cooked a bit more, I'm going to put my chicken and then I'm going to put everything else. I'm going to be adding my chicken so my chicken can cook because the seafood highlighter and the prawns are already cooked. I'm just going to add them to cook a little bit more. I did forget to add in the minced garlic, so I'm just going to be adding that now. It's better to add at the start with your onions, but of course, you know, sometimes you forget, so it doesn't matter even if you add it later on. Now that I know my chicken is nearly cooked, I am going to add my mushrooms, my prawns, and my seafood highlight. Now, while my mushrooms, prawns, seafood highlight, and everything else is cooking, I'm going to get some tomato and basil pasta sauce. I'm going to put like half of this in it. I'm going to put some red chili powder. I'm going to put this extra chili sauce, and I'm going to put some harissa paste. So now I've added the cheese and the cream. It looks like that. Don't mind the mess. I'm going to be leaving it for it to boil. Also, I did add the salt. I think I did not mention that, but I did add the salt. I'm going to leave it like that, and then if it needs more cheese, I just add on cheese on top. And that is my pasta done. Thank you for everyone that watched till now. Please do try this recipe. It's really, really good. It's one of our favorites. I make it all the time, and my parents and me, we love it. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to comment, share, subscribe, press the bell icon. Thank you. Bye. Love you.